Hello and welcome to Behind the Edit, or whatever I'm going to call this. Please disregard my stupid glasses. I'm blind. I need to see. I'm sorry. But this video is basically assuming that you've seen my main channel video, the 2021 Seahawks Hype video. It's a short, action-packed, fast-paced kind of edit based around music, and I was pretty proud of it. I want to kind of go into detail about the whole editing stuff because I think I did some interesting things that might not really be caught unless you kind of take a look at them in slow motion and kind of see what I did. And it also gives me an excuse to shout out the guy who made the music, because the music was absolutely perfect for what I was looking for, and to show some other stuff about what I did back in the day on Vine with sports stuff, which kind of was the building blocks to what I did here, even though I forgot like 90% of the stuff that I did. So let's just get right into it. First things first, I want to give a huge shout out to Gas Shoddy. He had this absolutely perfect song for what I wanted. I wanted something that had good bass and some hi-hats and some, kind of ticks type of things. I don't really know the musical stuff, but right here, this song, I mean, absolute banger. It worked very well for this, and just shout out to him. That was absolutely amazing for him to do. And this right here is the editing for all my stuff. You can see how many clips there are. It starts off kind of basic. I tried to do some epic little things here, and they just didn't work. So the basic concept is you have these clips that are really good, like cinematic camera angles from the Seahawks, and you kind of, have it, and as soon as he makes the catch, boom, cool little thingy. It zooms in, there's a little bit of a blur. You can't really see it, but there's a bit of a glint, you see the little shine. It's just something clean that kind of puts emphasis. But one of the things that I really like about this was the way that, the ticks. I was talking about how I wanted the ticks, you hear the... That's exactly what I wanted, because that was something that I loved to do back in the day when I made sports vines, but those are literally 6 seconds long, so it's really easy to put a lot of emphasis on exact timings, and that's something that I put a huge focus on. Like, look at that. Right on the bass drop, you have the thing happen, and these ticks. This is one of my favorite things. It took me way too long for something as simple as it is, but, you have the tick, you have the black, you have the tick, it's a black again, you have tick, black, tick, and it goes to a black screen just to kind of give that flash, but then you switch to a different clip, and then you tick again, and then you tick again on the same clip, and it just kind of creates like a smooth-ish transition that goes with the song, and I thought that was really clean, because like you see it, it's like you can kind of tell, like you can tell it's a different clip, but it's just so smooth with the thing. I was really proud of that. And then some other things, like obviously there's a ton of stuff here. There's really not too much crazy about it. It's just, fast paced. You just time things up with the music. You got the ticks. I mean, there's really not too much to it, but there is one play right here that I was really proud of that I did. I think it looks great. It's the Ryan Neal pass breakup that ended up being a Quandre Diggs interception. And you see he gets the pass breakup right here. As the bass drops, obviously, pass breakup, good play. But then, obviously the second base boost hit right here, or whatever it'd be, wouldn't match up with the original play because it took a while for Quandre Diggs to get that interception. So what do? As the ball goes in the air, you do a swipe. You can see the swipe right here. It's really feathered and it's pretty clean. And then boom, he's just there. It kind of it kind of matches with the ball. Like the ball goes up here, and as it switches back, it's like coming down. I mean, it's not that great, but I just think it looks smooth. Like look, you got the boom, boom, just quick bow. And then right here, for some reason, this is something I really like, is the text. I mean, it's such a simple thing to do, but, you bring in the Seahawks logo on the bass drop right here. You got to, boom, you bring in the thing, and then there's 4 ticks of bass right here. There's 5, actually, but the 5th one just takes it to a black screen. I thought this was so clean. You got the 2020 season, Go Hawks, or whatever, and like you get the boom, 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 and then boom, and it's black screen. And then, you give the credit where credit's due. Thanks for watching, that type of thing, All that is all nice and dandy. But the real thing is, how did I make it look so epic? Now, the big thing is it's called Magic Bullet Looks. It's something that, I used to use back in the day a ton, and I just got back into using it because, I never really did anything that needed it. But look, you got the cinematic look. This isn't really the best angle for it, but you kind of get that general look. You can see the glow, the kind of softness around it. Everything just looks cleaner, the contrast and all that. It just looks nice. All this is great Magic Bullet looks. But speaking of Magic Bullet looks, this thumbnail. Now, this thumbnail it looks nice, right? You got the magic bullet looks again. You kind of have that same cinematic thing, trying to tie it all together. But something that, you may not notice when looking at this at first is if you go to Instagram right here, the Seahawks Instagram, you see this picture, right? You can kind of see the correlation. You got DK Metcalf, same exact pose. It's just kind of zoomed in a bit more. But guess what? Where does Russell Wilson come in here? Right here. But look, there's a problem. Russell Wilson is on the left side as well. So I had to cut out Russell Wilson and place him there. Try to make it as realistic looking as possible, because that's exactly where his hand was touching before. And, you can, if you zoom in like super far, you can kind of tell like, oh, look, like right here, you can kind of tell a little bit, but it's still like pretty solid. And then, if you look at these pictures again, the wall is not as far out in this picture as it is in mine, because guess what? I took this and fabricated a wall all the way out so that it would reach the 1920 by 1080 parameters. So that's basically everything that went into the whole editing thing. I mean, it was really just a lot of focusing heavily on where the beats were, where the ticks were, and all that, and kind of doing stuff like this. Some simple stuff, but like clean transitions, trying to make it look clean, fast-paced, and have everything kind of work together. Get a bunch of highlights, as many as I possibly can. All that stuff, all good and dandy. But this really takes me back to the time where I made really short sports edits on Vine. Like some really short, you can see 7 seconds. Everything is 7 seconds, except for this thing. I don't even know why I did that. But this is probably the best example that kind of matches, where it's like you are focused so heavily on having it look clean and you're focused on the music. I didn't really like the crazy overly done effects. I have a video where I had that, and I'll show that as well. But this is one of the ones that I'm most proud of. If you listen to the music and you watch the video, you can kind of see, look at this stupid logo I got off Google. I wasn't very good at what I did, but I think this is solid. You can see it flashes and it makes the glow brighter when the guy says wrist. I don't know what song this is, but it was good for this, because it was like you have a kind of thing that you can focus on. But that's kind of the thing, really smooth. This, these girls wanna tie kid down and keep me around. Like, I mean, that's just another clean transition type of thing. These are the things that I enjoyed doing. This one was really over the top. Like, I mean, it's clean, but I mean, it's just, what am I doing here? Like stuff like that. I mean, this really takes me back to the times that I was doing sports vines, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, and that's really the main thing. A 2021 hype video, a ton of people have done it. I don't know if many people have done it like this, where it's like really fast-paced, really, kind of focused on the music, because a lot of people I see like longer, like 8-minute type of things, where it's like you're just seeing all the highlights, and yeah, you kind of get a better picture of what's happening. But I think that the way I did it was kind of interesting and kind of different, but it was really just a joy to do that again, because as you probably saw by the time frame, I haven't done those in 6 years. That is a long time. And, it's kind of crazy to think about it, that it's been that long since I've done anything editing-wise like that. And probably one of the main reasons it doesn't look as good as, like, the wrist one with the Joe Johnson, is because, it's been 6 years since I've done it. So I've kind of lost some of the talent that I had, and some of the abilities and the things that I knew. But, overall, I think it turned out well. I enjoy it. I hope that everyone else enjoys it, because I'm making this before I post it, obviously, because I have to post this at the same time or earlier. But hopefully everyone enjoys it and likes it. But yeah, this was just kind of more of a passion project. I am going to be coming back, and I'm going to be hopefully uploading on this channel as well as the main channel pretty consistently. Fingers crossed that it'll actually work out and I won't just completely stop posting on this channel again. But I mean, I enjoyed making this. Hopefully everyone enjoyed watching it. And just overall, shout out to the gas shawty that made the song, and shout out to me for editing it. It took me way longer than it should have. And that's really about it. I really don't have anything else to say, but yesterday was my birthday, so happy birthday to me. I'm now 19 years old. That's awesome. 1 year closer to the inevitable end. And yeah, here's this little thing that I got right here. This little shock mount. It was like 15, 20 bucks. I don't know. It gets the job done. It stops the whole vibration, so I can move this around all willy-nilly, and you don't hear any, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty awesome. But that's going to be it. Enough rambling. Hopefully you enjoyed the hype video. Hopefully you can kind of see what I put into this and appreciate it a little bit, because it did take quite a bit of time. Shouldn't have taken as much time as it did, but I put some hard work into this. Hopefully you liked it. If you didn't, that's fine. But that's it for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!